We don't rest until we're dead. And even then, what we leave behind still lives on. That's a huge reminder for the transits in astrology that we're walking through right now. I don't know how to overemphasize how important, that word doesn't even do justice to like the weight of this, how important it is to sit with the ancestral inheritances that are of the spirit in our current transits. And that doesn't just mean the practices and traditions that we have inherited from the people that have come before us. It is also about the cycles that our family has been in and why in the spirit, not just in the physical, why in the spirit are we as a blood tie ancestral lineage stuck in that cycle. It could be that for some reason the mothers in your family just end up with crappy husbands. That's an ancestral cycle that might have been going on for a very long time. It's very possible with what the world looks like right now. And in that ancestral inheritance, why in the spirit has that been around? Why in the energies and the magic has that continued on? We could look at the physical structure of the world. We could say that every single one of those people, the husbands, were just terrible people. We could look at the intricacies of each one of those relationships that has come before the marriages of the lineage and say this, and this didn't work out because of this, and this. But there's a spiritual connection. There's a spiritual inheritance. What about the spirit of those marriages? What about the spirit of those relationships was not right for you? There's good stuff about this transit too, but because of what we're walking through, there's a lot of power dynamic, hierarchical stuff within spiritual structures. That's a mouthful. That's happening within our work right now. We're not just looking at the physical contracts of what our family has inherited. We're not just looking at the societal structural contracts of the inheritances of our blood. We're also having to go through and look at our spiritual inheritances. Was an ancestor 150 years ago cursed for some reason? By who and why? Who did they upset? What was going on? I don't say that to scare you, okay? Don't actually take that to heart if it's not true. Please, oh my goodness. Because that's so serious. It's just an example of like how big the gravity and weight of the work is right now. It could be that you feel cursed because of what you've inherited. And we're also working with the flipping of the perspectives. How can we find our power within those inheritances and still move within our personal, individual moral compass? I said it once, I'll say it again in another video. Ancestral inheritances and inheritance in general is a subjective good or bad. It's pretty up in the air. All right, it's rooted too. Okay, ancestors are roots, but it is what it is. Keep doing your ancestral homework. All right, right now, very important. If you're someone who makes offerings to the ancestors in the spirit, that's a practice to really like lean into right now. Keep making offerings to yourself. You're also an ancestor, okay? Forget not about you. That's true. Because without you and your practice, those ancestors might not get fed. You know, it is. You reap what you sow. And right now, we're also reaping what was sown in the spirit by people who are no longer alive. Why has it become your responsibility in this time, in this place, and in this generation? You just happen to be born under these transits. Get angry if you need to. Or not. You could be happy about it. Again, subjective. It's a subjective experience. It is what it is, all right? Keep up your brew and do what you need to do. Because hello, Sirius. Hello, Sirius. Like Sirius Black. Oh my goodness. Literally, that's a great example. He was in prison because he didn't like the inheritances of his family and went and fought against Voldemort. That's crazy. That's actually a great example of what some people are walking through right now. So, gratitude, reverence, and love to you. Keep on doing what you need to do. I will too. And I'll be here if and when you need me. That's true.